Hey everyone, George here. Welcome back to the channel. Haven't been on in a few weeks. I'm sorry about that, but I've been out of town. Today we are going to do an unboxing. I got some really beautiful discus fish from Jack Watley down in Florida. Working with Gabe Posada down there. We're going to do a unboxing of those fish as soon as they arrive. I'm expecting them to show up here anytime now. Hang in there with me and we'll be right back. So I just got this box in and we're going to go ahead and open it. And see what we got in here. I know that two of the fish in here are two solid red Rafflesia, and I always have trouble getting these things out of the box. The box is a little wet, which is concerning to me, but hopefully that doesn't mean anything bad. Something's leaking in here. It's not a lot, but it's concerning. And then there was also a yellow checkerboard Never Pepper Panda in here as well. So we're gonna see what's going on in this box here. I'm a little concerned about the status of this. Hopefully everything is going to be okay. Get these guys out of here. All the bags appear to have water in them, so that's a good sign. It's just extra wet, and I know Gabe really packs these bags in very tight. So I'm gonna check these guys one at a time. Let's see what we got here. This is a solid red, and that one is alive. That's good. And we have, let's see what we got here. This is our yellow. That is alive. That is a 4-inch. The red Raffaellas are 2-inch, or excuse me, 3.5 inch. And this is another solid red. Let's see if he is alive as well. The bag is leaking on this one, so we're going to get these guys out of here. I'm going to go ahead and start that process right now. Basically what I do is I have these bags. I'm going to wash my hands because you should always wash your hands real well before you handle any of these fish or the bags that they come in. So we'll do that. Make sure we're washing up real good. That way we don't get anything on these bags here that are going to float in the tank. Now I don't use bags Sorry about that, had to get a towel. I don't use bags that come with the fish just because I don't like to leave them in that situation. I like to be able to control the situation a little bit, and then I use these, which are just freezer bags, Ziploc freezer bags, and they work great for that. I think you've seen me in other videos do this same thing, but we'll get rid of some of the water that's in here and get this guy out first, because I think this is the bag that might be leaking here. And hopefully you can see me. Let's get that out of here. And then of course, that's in another bag. This is one of our solid reds. A little peppering on the face there. That's just part of the deal with these fish sometimes. You're going to get some of that peppering, and that's just part of the deal. So now I'm going to get this in here like this, trying not to get any on the outside of the bag, anything, and that fish is now in this bag here, as you can see, and we're going to go float that in the tank, and we'll be right back. So these guys are all in quarantine here. This will be the tank that they will be in for several weeks here before they go into various tanks around my gallery. As you can see, I'm floating them here, and basically I don't use nets when I work with these fish. What I will basically do is I will take some stress guard, put it on my hands, dump most of the water out of the bag when I release these guys into the tank, and when I do that, it should be a much better situation than if you were to use a net. If a lot of times with nets, you run the risk of making a mistake and getting them all kind of scratched up or scraped up, whatever you want to call it, and then sometimes they don't do so well. So when we get back, we'll release these guys into the tank, and we'll kind of check on them and see how they're doing. So if you have watched me release fish before, and you know that I don't use a net, as I said. So what I'm going to do is I've added some water to these bags here. They're up to temperature. They've had about 3 cups of water from this particular tank in there. So they're acclimated very well to that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the first bag here. We're going to dump a good part of the water out of here so that there really isn't anything left in here really other than the fish itself. And then I will take the fish by hand and drop it into the tank. That way, it's just really minimizing the contact that I have with any kind of nets or anything like that could scratch these fish up. So that's what I'm going to do with the rest of these. I'm not going to show you all of that. I'm just going to kind of tell you how I do it because I wanted to kind of show you that. And then we'll see what these guys look like when they're in their new home here for probably the next 3 weeks during quarantine. Be right back. So one of the things I wanted to mention is the yellow checkerboard never pepper panda is a species I have not had before and did not really know that much about. It's an albino species, obviously. I'm seeing a lot more of these no pepper varieties of Discus, but I wanted to mention that as we take a look at this guy. But anyways, thank you for joining me, and we will see you on the next one.